MKC is a full-service cooperative servicing ag producers in the area. That's we were agronomy departments and things like that, grain. We also have a lot of commercial accounts in our petroleum division.
About 2 years ago, we were preparing for a new facility construction in Burns, Kansas. And I'd been working with a couple different concrete contractors, working on bids for concrete, for bin foundations, pads for driveways, and other concrete structures. And we came across Beron Concrete.
Obviously a growing company as well, and we have a lot of projects being completed, and Beron Concrete was one of those companies that did a lot of the concrete work for us.
James McNaul came to Mound Ridge, Kansas to talk about the project and give us a quote.
Ended up getting a deal on a storage building in Groveland, and that was kind of the first one out of the chute.
Beron Concrete had a fairly large operation with lots of equipment, and we found that there was maybe some solutions we could provide to Beron Concrete in their operation.
And so Chris went and visited with Beron Concrete about all the products that we had to offer. He outlined what we could give them and provide for them and the benefits.
He came in and we talked about all the things they provided and
discussed how that we could bring value to them and how that we could meet their needs and help them be more successful.
Basically, the client had multiple operations under one roof. They were looking at a way to separate out fuel use between those different operations.
Part of the marketing tool that Chris was able to propose to Beron Concrete was the ability to monitor the end user tanks and not essentially have somebody at the location stick each tank nightly or call a fuel supplier for product at any given time. Our monitors allow us to dispatch fuel accordingly based on when the load is deemed needed.
So that was a big selling point with us, was now we can allocate and know exactly every year what XYZ company, Beron Excavating, Beron Concrete, was actually using in fuel.
We were able to utilize a fuel system to tie in with an RFD program. It sends information from the pump into their PC unit so they can track their fuel. They know where their fuel's going. They know who's picking up fuel, when they're picking up fuel, and they can divide out their billing by division.
I was worried about that transition, but it went well. I mean, we put in some temporary tanks, and other side of the lot, they came in the next day and put those in, and it went really well. So it's been a great experience.